Hello Gemini, and welcome to your general reading with Angelic Ascensions Tarot. My name is Angela, and this video is going to be for you if you have Gemini in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or if you happen to be cross-watching for a Gemini. Welcome to my channel. Let's get into it. Let's see what the remainder of November has in store for you. So this is going to be a reading marking from today and maybe a preview into December. Let's take a look at what the energies have for you. Holy Spirit, show me what it is that you have for the Gemini singles, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this period of time. But at the same time, as I'm saying period of time, just know that time really is fluid, and not everything plays out for this at the same time for everyone, so keep that in mind. Also, the unsaid rule of tarot with any general reading is that not everything is going to apply to your situation. Take what resonates for you and leave the rest, because the rest can be a part of someone else's story. And feel free to check the videos for your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign if you find that it does not resonate at all, which may happen from time to time. And it's not guaranteed to resonate just because you happen to be a Gemini. But with all that aside, let's begin here. I do feel that this period of time, Gemini, this is going to be a major time of healing from the past. Past trauma, past issues, especially with regard to relationships, whether these are platonic relationships or having to do with matters of the heart. Mainly that. I can't even say mainly that. I feel like there's childhood issues that are going to crop up as well. Maybe some issues here that you thought were done, that they were resolved, that they were no longer an issue for you. They were a non-factor in your life. You may find those creeping up to the surface. Anyway, healing from the past is going to be very significant for you, because I also see you mending bridges. Family members, with whomever that you may have had some type of rift with. Even some self-forgiveness and some self-healing. Okay? I feel that moving forward, Gemini, you're going to embrace the future, because I do feel that the future is bright for you. Even though you may not feel like it at the moment, you may have experienced some type of setback. But I do feel that better days are coming if that is the case. This was all just a lesson for you to maybe see things from a different perspective. Some of you could be magicians, random. You may be experimenting with magic or magical practices. I do believe that you're going to come into your power with wherever in your life this resonates, especially with regard to manifesting your dreams. Which brings me to the overall energy of your reading. Am I hearing Aries? I hear Aries so strong, Gemini. Some of you may be dealing with an Aries, or you have Aries in your chart, and Taurus. So I almost called you guys Taurus. I had to start the video over because I called you guys Taurus. So I strongly feel that there may be a Taurus individual in your life, or, and for some of you, of course, or you may have it in your chart. Okay, so the overall energy of your reading, Gemini, is war and peace. Which goes back to what I was talking about in the beginning. Healing from the past with someone or some people that you have had a rift with. What crosses the situation or the challenge here, the lesson here is transformation. There's something here where you may be resisting some type of change. For some of you Geminis, you may be going against the grain. And if it isn't you, then it could definitely be your cross-watcher. Let's look into this. Okay, so that's why I see Aries. I see challenge. You may have had a very challenging relationship with an individual. Because I strongly feel like for a majority of you, this may resonate with regard to matters of the heart. Very challenging, combative relationship. But you may feel that this individual is your destiny. This individual could also be a Libra. Could have Libra in their chart. Libra North Node. I see Mercury, which talks about communication. So that brings me back to you, Gemini. Or your counterpart with Mercury is Virgo. Definitely be dealing with a Virgo. I feel like you're looking, you're seeking some type of answer, seeking some type of truth with regard to this individual. You may be waiting for this King of Pentacles to take action, to come toward you, or to give you some type of honest answer after this time of war has broken out between the two of you. I do feel that peace is coming, of course. But there may be a blockage right now, which is why transformation is the challenge. Some type of blockage, whether you block this individual, you may have blocked them on social media, may have changed your phone number, may have moved away. Whatever it is, I feel that there's a situation here where someone feels that the other is unreachable. There may be a delay in communication or a delay somehow, somewhere in your life. Come in. Come in. What, girl? Okay. So let's see. Gemini, choices, decisions, I feel that are going to be made. Somebody had multiple choices. Yeah, you got fed up. You were done here. A situation may seem hopeless to you, Gemini or cross-watcher, with regard to someone that you deeply care about. It could be your mother, your father, your uncle, whomever, co-worker. But definitely a love partner who could be a Leo or Virgo. Could have Virgo in the chart. I know I mentioned that before. And here you are, Gemini, in the reverse. I feel that, Gemini, you may not have moved on from someone or something, a situation in your life, where someone was keeping their options open and they may have viewed you as an option. You, of course, were like, no, why would I be an option? There was likely issues here with a third party. And you caught someone in a lie. I feel that things were good between the two of you, but someone here was maybe misbehaving and being immature. Someone here could have issues with drinking. I see some of you could be ending a contract. You could be ending a contract with work. You could be ending a contract with home, and you could be picking up and moving and traveling. There could be some type of delay with something that is causing you some type of discouragement. Okay, but I still feel that you're holding on. I do feel that stability is coming, and I do feel that there is a situation here that yearns to be worked out, whether this is your yearning or someone else's. Yeah, so I see a breakup, a severance of a family dynamic. And I see a situation here where maybe when you needed someone, they were not there. They weren't reliable in that time of need for you. Something may have happened, Gemini, where you felt like your self-esteem was impacted negatively. Yeah, some of you, this has everything to do with your home. You are moving. Intuitively, you picked up on the fact that this individual was lying. And I do feel that you and this individual are separated, and you may not necessarily want this separation with this Pisces individual. Fire sign, I did say Aries, I did say Leo. Of course, it could be a Sagittarius. I see Scorpio, Aries, Cancer. Okay. Yeah, so there could have been a third party. And this third party could have definitely been in a work situation, in a work setting. You may have met a third party. You may have met an individual at work and may have not have known that they were in a relationship with someone else. Others of you, you may have been coupled with someone and maybe they decided to see what else was out there with a work situation, with a work colleague. You may feel, Gemini, that this individual was in and out of your life. And that they were only there to capitalize or benefit from whatever it is that was offered there. You may doubt that the two of you could really have a reconciliation after all that has happened between the two of you. Someone ended this because they felt that this situation was too much to handle, that they felt that this situation was too stressful. And I see this individual maybe coming back to warm things up with you again. This person could possibly be at a distance from you, and this interaction, this face-to-face interaction, may involve a degree of travel. they may have been caught up in a situation where they had to decide between you and someone else, and they're having a very difficult time releasing the past. The past is still haunting them. Past mistakes, past heartache, the past in general is still haunting them. There could have been a marriage here. If you weren't married on paper, then maybe you guys lived together and shared responsibilities as if you were married. I see a family, so maybe the two of you live together as a family without there being marriage. Marriage really doesn't play a merit here, but I see marriage, okay? So some type of togetherness under one roof is what I'm trying to say. Someone backed away and decided that they needed some time and space to think about what they really wanted to do with the situation. And they may be looking back in regret, and they may even be having some depression here. But along with that depression is ego. Now, someone here wants to fix this with you, Gemini, but they're feeling that their ego and their pride is something to be protected. Even if it means kind of letting the situation linger on. There could be an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that could be significant to your picture. That could be this individual, possibly that's being stubborn. Or you may view them as being stubborn. They're also holding on to you. And maybe worried that, what are they worried about? That you're going to have your guard up. They're worried that it's really over. That you're really going to put your foot down and stand your ground with regard to how this plays out. After this war broke out between the two of you, so to speak. There's a Sagittarius here for some of you. Some of you Geminis could be concerned about money. Money could definitely be an issue. I do see that something regarding a new opportunity could be coming in that you may be able to capitalize upon when it comes to work. In other words, there could be a message about money, or there could be some type of remedy, especially with regard to work. You may be getting more work. This could be a very, especially if some of you own your own business, this could be a pickup in the productivity with your work. I feel that you did wait for this relationship to grow and change, and for this person to realize your worth. And I do feel that time and space between the two of you has given this individual a chance to really think about what they've really lost. For some of you, this may have absolutely nothing to do with a love situation. It may be a parent and child situation. You may be at odds or estranged from your child. And your child is heavily on your mind, Gemini. But maybe you feel that your child is very standoffish at this time for whatever reason. That they may be icing you out. And that they may be very distant from you at this time. You may feel that you have a very difficult time getting a word in edgewise with your child. And so, I do feel that either speaking has ceased between the two of you. There is no communication, or communication is very sparse and very spotty. I feel that it's either your intention, Gemini, or the individual coming to you that wants to settle this and say, let's let the past go. Let's heal this. Let's move forward and not look back in anger on the situation. Okay. If there was someone that was involved in the third party, I strongly feel that someone decided to leave that situation. They left the situation feeling a sense of emptiness and a strong sense of love for you, and realizing what it is that they really lost and what it is that they really compromised. And with this Ace of Cups, they may be coming to you to make peace. Yeah, there's a dove here. They may be coming to you to make peace and offer a peace offering. Like I said, and say, with attempting to say, let's let the past stay in the past. With the Seven of Swords in reverse, someone here is definitely not trusting, not openly trusting an individual here. They're not trusting someone's motives, whether this is you or them, Gemini. You don't know if they're lying, if they're being deceptive. But either way, in the past, the truth came out. And it's definitely closed the chapter on this book. But no matter what, I feel that karma is coming to bring someone back. Someone, especially in a love situation, felt that the grass was greener elsewhere, and they are returning to speak to you. And there may be a level of apprehension that one of you is having about the other one approaching. They're apprehensive about approaching you because they feel that it's too late. You may be apprehensive about even letting them in your energy, because maybe you have already started this healing journey. And opening up this can of worms again, you might fear is going to take you 10 steps back when you feel that you've made so much progress already without this individual in your life, Gemini. But someone here feels that the other one is not giving them the time of day. And they're feeling hurt. And they're feeling locked out of the other one's life. Let's see, Gemini, how they may be feeling about you at this time. Gemini. Alright. So for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I get Virgo again very strongly. Somebody here wants to shift and change the situation. Your cross watcher, you guys might be on the same wavelength. You guys may want the same thing, but you're just not saying it. Your cross watcher doesn't know where they stand with you. They don't know where this situation stands at all, or how you may be feeling about them or viewing them at this time. There may have been an issue here where someone felt manipulated, taken advantage of. And that's what ended this. This is what caused this whole situation to collapse and buckle. But I strongly feel that your cross watcher may want to come back and talk about things. They may want to revisit the situation. Or they may be expecting your return, Gemini. Someone may need help or assistance financially from the other one. I see a situation where there was a knockdown, drag-out fight, where there was absolutely no regard for the other one's feelings. No regard for how broken the other one felt after the argument was over. And in the aftermath, someone definitely walked away. The cross-watcher felt that maybe, yeah, it was just time to end this and walk away and go their own way to figure out what it is that they wanted. To go find their own 10 of Cups. Because they felt that they couldn't find it with you. It was impossible. They feel the two of you tried this again and again, and you guys just couldn't find a way to make it work. So that's what I mean in the beginning. Like I said, someone here feels that this situation is hopeless. So I see, yeah. Both of you may be having financial issues. Wow, your cross-watcher is really going through it. Some of you, your cross-watcher may be having issues here with their health. Your cross-watcher still deeply cares for you. And they may be willing to share that emotion with you at this point. They do want things to be right between the two of you, and they have every intention of coming correct. No false pretenses, no deception that I can see so far. And they may just genuinely miss you. They're saying the option situation, you know, someone here may be out of options, is what I'm seeing. Someone may feel that they're out of options when it comes to their health. Let's see what this health thing is about. Ooh, okay, some of you may be having issues with your jaw. Yeah, someone is in pain. If this isn't like perpetual pain, chronic pain. Someone is having chronic pain. Somebody needs a physical. Okay. Some of you could be getting your teeth pulled. You may be having issues with your spine, with your blood flow. Just all over body pain, all over body aches. And someone here may be fearing the other one's death. This could be what your cross-watcher is dealing with. Something with their own health. There's some type of health impairment here. And they may be feeling that they're out of options when it comes to their health. Someone, your cross-watcher, could need a loan. Maybe that loan didn't come through and maybe they're coming to you. Some of your cross-watcher could have fallen on hard times financially and may have lost their home, or they could be at risk for losing their home. And yeah, emotionally, they're going through it. They may have literally been put out of a home situation. I see that someone here could be into meditation, or someone could benefit from meditation. Someone here is drowning emotionally and feeling that the other one doesn't hear them. Someone could be drowning their sorrows in alcohol and partying to kind of cover up what's really going on inside, the brokenness inside. Someone here is going to find the key that someone may have lost their key, or someone here is going to be armed with the tools to fix the situation. There's a fire sign here, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius individual that we are speaking of. This could be you, Gem. You might have fire in your chart. This individual could be very stubborn and may be willing to let down their stubbornness. That's what I mean. Somebody needs a physical and they're being very stubborn about not doing something about it, not being proactive about it. Someone here is about to initiate some type of a change, some type of willingness. Or you may find some type of enthusiasm, where before there was no enthusiasm or motivation to speak out to the other one. Someone felt stuck, and feels that the other one turned their back. Okay. For some of you, this could be mental health. Someone could be really down on their luck with mental health. They could be on the brink of suicide. Goodness. See, the number eludes me right now. The number to the suicide hotline. If this is you in Gemini, I'm getting all emotional, but if it is you, because I'm an empath, if it's you, just know that there is help out there, Gemini. Okay? Either someone is suicidal or they feel like they're gonna die. I'm hearing like anxiety attacks. Someone is having issues here breathing, dealing with this emotion that might be coming up to the surface, dealing with someone leaving their life. Yeah, things are very stormy right now emotionally. You might be crying. Someone is really in need of help. For some of you, there might be someone coming out of the closet. And that could be why they're feeling emotional and suicidal. For some of you, this may be your child that may desperately want to tell you something. There's like a desperate outcry for help, but it's like someone here doesn't hear or want to say what's really on their mind. Parents, talk to your kid. This might be your child. Someone might be very aggressive. Someone was very aggressive in the past. Very sneaky, lying, cunning, capitalizing on someone's vulnerability. Someone could be having nightmares, or this situation may be nightmarish to them. Okay. Somebody needs money desperately. And someone here is definitely trying to be strong, but at the same time they feel stuck. And they feel that the situation is completely over. And they're reluctant to come out and speak to you because you guys may have had some type of issue in the past, some type of rift in the past. I strongly feel that this is parent and child for some of you. Wow. Somebody needs help but won't say it. Drowning in their emotion but won't say it. Stuck financially, stuck maybe in homelessness but won't say it. On the brink of suicide and feeling that they're out of options but won't say it. So I do feel, remember this is a general reading, so this time marker may not be significant for everyone. But for some of you, within the next few months, you may be faced with a situation here, Gemini, where there may be a moment of peace after some type of outbreak, where World War III, so to speak, broke out between you and someone. And yes, again, meditation may bring some type of answer, some type of deep thought and contemplation. If not, this is literal meditation that could be very beneficial to you to help you get in a place of stillness and not feeling so scattered and lost and emotional. There's nothing wrong with feeling emotional. I don't want to paint the wrong picture. I'm just saying that you don't want that emotion to engulf you and overwhelm you where you feel like you can't function. Right? And that could be where meditation may help you. And that's what I mean here. Someone's putting something off. Something that could be very detrimental. Some of you may be putting off a conversation with your children. Gemini. It's at the bottom of the deck. Listen to your intuition. Especially if this is your kid. Watch their actions. Someone's actions may have changed up. And someone may not have, kind of missed it or kind of dismissed it and acted like they didn't see what they saw. Possible outcome, Holy Spirit, for the Gemini singles for the remainder of November going into December. For the Gemini. Whoa. Yeah. Separation. Because someone cut the other one off. And the other one is feeling emotional about it because they may have chosen to be with someone else. But at the same time, they feel that you are their soulmate, Gemini. And this could be why they're feeling so lost and discouraged. Because, like I said in the beginning, someone feels like the situation is hopeless. They want to talk to you, they want to reach out to you, but pride, frustration, whatever the parting words between the two of you were, that's where someone is kind of stuck. They're saying, I don't know what to say to fix this, or if I even can. But trust and believe someone's really down on their luck, Gemini. So let's look at the advice for the Gemini for the remainder of November going into December. Gemini. Holy Spirit, what is the advice for the Gemini singles? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for Gemini. Confirmation of what we just talked about. Surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block, this is what we talked about earlier, some type of blockage, is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so that you may approach the situation more calmly. And maybe that is why there has been some time between the two of you, because maybe some tempers needed to cool off. Surrender your fear of intimacy. I believe I got something like this for Aries. The Aries was rebelling against intimacy. You could, without a doubt, be dealing with an Aries. But maybe even you, Gemini, may have some type of issue here with being close to other people for fear of maybe some past episode repeating that was very painful for you. Or you may have felt like you couldn't get through it emotionally. That may have been how painful the situation is. But just know, Gemini, that you can feel bad and recover. I believe that's Jan Van Zant that said that. Jan Van Zant. It says, you are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. We did talk about healing from the past. Even if this has nothing to do with a love relationship. You may have some type of fear, either you, Gemini, or the cross-watcher. Like I said, with letting people in, letting people get close because it becomes too emotional. And like I said, the risk of pain and hurt is too much of a risk for you. But there is some type of change, some type of shift coming in, Gemini, to get prepared for. So that concludes your general reading with Angelic Ascensions Tarot. I hope that this reading helped someone out there. Just know that I am not accepting personal readings at this time. But if you found that it did resonate, feel free to leave a thumbs up. If it didn't resonate, Don't attack the messenger. It just happens to not be your reading. And there are many other wonderful and brilliant tarot readers out there. But if it did, feel free to leave a like, a comment below, and consider subscribing if you already haven't. I'll see you guys again in another video. Bye for now.